Hair loss. Oh, what a fun topic, huh? Yeah, where do we begin? First of all, I've always been a shedder. Always. Since I was young. I mean, hair on the floor, hair in the shower, hair on my pillow. A lot of these moments, like getting hair stuck in my mouth. It's just a thing. I think your hair, so much of it is genetics. Genetics plays into it big time. But if you're dealing with some hair loss, I want to share with you stuff that's absolutely worked for me. Some things that worked, but I got away from because I just didn't feel right about it. And then some other things I'm looking to use. I just haven't been consistent about it, but you should know about it anyways. That's what I'm going to cover in this video. These videos are not sponsored, but if they were sponsored, I would love it to be sponsored by this book, Verity. If you haven't read it yet and you're into thriller/romance novels, and by romance novels, I mean explicit romance novels, this is a good one. I often say I like who I am more when I'm reading. It just centers me, it helps me stay present, reduce my distractions, and this is a page turner. Be warned though, do not start this book right before you're going to go to bed because you will not go to bed till 1 a.m. I will admit. The things that worked for me. I saw this picture my sister took of me. That photo, I could see majority of my scalp over hair. And I was like, oh, holy hairline. I posted a photo on Instagram and my stories to see if people had recommendations. The recommendations flooded in. There are so many different things you can do for a sad hairline, turns out. But to narrow it down, I just went with the recommendation of my dermatologist. She recommended Viviscal and Rogaine. Let me tell you, Viviscal, there's no doubt about it. You give this at least a month, you're gonna notice your hair is fuller. I've always been such a shedder. I don't know that it helps with the fallout for me as much, but my hair is absolutely fuller because of this. Now with the Rogaine absolutely worked. Especially, I got this situation right here where I don't know that I've ever had an even hairline. Like even looking at the few photos I have from my childhood, it's obvious it wasn't filled out here much. Again, genetics. Well, the Rogaine helped bring hair where there's not been much hair ever before. It worked. But the reason why I stopped taking it is because one, you have to take it forever for it to work. I'm sure with vitamins too, but and it has side effects. And I didn't even want to go down the rabbit hole of hearing about the scary side effects, but one of the side effects is water retention and bloat, and I'm not having that. That's like the last thing I want. If you could tell me that I would have perkier breasts out of taking Rogaine, I would probably, I can make a case for that. I can make a case for that. I can't make a case for water retention, okay? Anyways, Viviscal absolutely works. But I was reviewing my subscribe and save products I have and noticed a really bad review about Viviscal. And it's really comical how easily I'm swayed with people's reviews, because this review basically said Viviscal includes shark cartilage in the ingredients. Now I can't say that anything's calling out shark cartilage. Actually, it does. It says fish, shark, mollusks in here. But I can't say I'm a vegan. Can't say I'm a vegetarian. But it stops at shark. I don't know. Maybe I should be more empathetic to the sharks, but I saw that and thought, wow, that's probably not good. No one wants shark cartilage, right? And went with that person's recommendation, which was to get this much more expensive product, Super Hair from Moon Juice. But it's more expensive, and you have to take 4 capsules at once. For some people, these capsules are too big for them. And then with Viviscal, you take 1 capsule, but twice a day. So it's more difficult to remember in a way, but for me, I take it with my vitamins in the afternoon, and then in the evening, I just have a little packet of this near my sink, and I just take it at night. But there's been plenty of times I've forgotten it, and I still get more full hair growth. Just for the sake of experimentation, I'm gonna finish out this bottle, I'm gonna get another bottle, and I will report back. I'll link whatever I report back in the video here whenever that time comes, at least a month and a half from now. But I'll see if it's any better than Viviscal. But I'm gonna bet Viviscal is you're probably gonna get similar results. This made me perkier. Again, I can make a case for paying more money. All right, so hair supplements absolutely work, made my hair fuller. That may be a great place to start. But then it comes to what can you do immediately? Because it takes a long time to get your hair fuller. And even though my hairline, I'm telling you, it is much better than those photos I had. It's much better. My hair is more full. I still have areas to fill in. And there's two products I love, I will keep on hand always. That is a special spray that's intended for when women are between hair color treatments. Maybe they want to cover up some grays. There is a temporary spray you can spray on. That is awesome for filling in your hairline. Take a makeup brush, spray it on the makeup brush, fill it in. That's great because if you were to spray it directly, you run the risk of looking like that 80-year-old man with jet black hair, and you're like, you're not fooling anyone. It's obvious. It can look like that if you spray it straight on there. So I've kind of adjusted by spraying it on a makeup brush and then just, filling it in. Another great option is a special compact powder that they have for this purpose, and it comes with a little puff and you can tap it on the areas. It looks very natural. It fills it in because you don't want it to look too obvious. You don't. So something else that really works for one of my good friends that's dealing with the same issue I am, she swears by this new Derma device. This is a device that is a high frequency skin therapy wand. It comes with different attachments. You can use this with facials. You can use it for your hairline, which is what this comb is for. And she's talked about how this has helped so much with her hairline. There's all sorts of great reviews on this. You always got to be a little bit skeptical of reviews because you don't know if, you got to be a little bit skeptical. But this is one of those devices. I've used it. I haven't been consistent with it. That's my big struggle with devices, is being consistent. I am looking at setting up a station next to my desk because I work at home and I have some time between calls. How genius would that be to figure out how to work in devices between calls and talk about multitasking? I can get behind. But this is something people swear by, including my friend. It's just a matter of being consistent with it. It has a special gas within it, which when you turn it on, you can adjust the strength, and you basically just comb it through your hair. And I think the idea is to just activate your hair follicles and get some blood flow there. It's essentially what it's doing. But it comes with different attachments, so you can use this for facials. One of the reasons why I was prompted to invest in yet another device is because I want to start doing facials at home, because when I think about all the costs of upkeep, mastering the art of facials at home makes sense to me. And I've seen this device used in several at-home facial tutorials, and I figured, given my hairline situation, I can make a case for this. So that basically covers it for this video. I shared with you what absolutely worked. Hair supplements like Viviscal are awesome. The verdict is still out on if this more expensive one is any better. There are awesome devices and tools out there that are also known to be very effective. It's just a matter of if you're going to use it or not. I have not been able to use this consistently yet, but I'll be darned if I don't figure out a way. And I seriously think I'm going to set up a station next to my desk and get these bad boys running during the workday between calls, because multitasking. I don't know if it makes sense to include this, but I just want you to know my intention for any video I put out is for you to feel better as a result of watching it, for you to feel excited about what's out there, and for you to even look forward to what I'm going to be talking about next. That is my whole purpose of each and every video. If you're like, yeah, I kind of am curious about what you're even going to talk about next week, would love for you to subscribe. If not, I get it. I don't really subscribe to a lot of channels either, so I get it. With that, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the quote, and I hope to see you next time.